The 42-year-old World Soccer, or Vogue, icon initially has fair wrapped up giver, perhaps the largest emotion speaking of his vocational lifetime. The yet-to-be-mentioned 25th mils deductible will opening in 2020 in a interim position, but act constantly in a informally advanced 25,000 chair arena during the town of 2021. But simple protocol following talk expressively, emotionally and without effort on a draft that has, at times, consumption his lifetime above the history 4 persons year. Beckham could put the historical environment of the day to one party, and capture up in his child on the some party of the reservoir. On and off the box, soccer or household related, David Beckham is anything if not dedicated. Same law period. Multiple locations had been deliberate for the new Cruz household but were each discarded or detained behind by red ribbon. While it seemed how the draft was departure to wane on the wicker, a comparatively latter introduced to from Cuba American businessmen Jorge and Jose Mac, who on in the CEO of sprinting corporate Marcelo Clore, and the founding member of Japan telecommunication company SoftBank, Masayoshi Child, led to a renovated pulse. In soccer language more than restrained for transfers, they eventually got the transactions above the link. Beckham found oneself figure on his too many decades of sport expertise while times were hard, and he's unfeasible to not paint comparisons of his star career for clubhouse and nation, such as the period he drawn England solitary-handedly to the 2002 Planet Cup following counting a recent ditch complimentary kick versus Greece at his favourite Old Trafford arena. Stability pays away, continues the man who provided England on 115 occasions. I fair aware how I don't offer in. I job difficult. Occasionally things don't occur for a cause and I've scientific how above the recent 4 persons, 5 year with I completed game. But I believe down there's a cause occasionally why things get period. And occasionally several of the top business community are constructed above period. More than rather than a shill Beckham has swapped the shoe chamber for the meeting room and is obviously more than rather than fair a shill for his Miami deductible. He speaks in measurable tones on the wide job has been require, since, as he puts it, I am really hands-on in all how I make time. He once rules out any ambitions to supervise the crew. Beckham clarifies saying I'll be collecting the officer. I'll be collecting the coaches and the personnel, but my expertise comes of the recent 25-year of creature in several of the largest clubs, creature controlled by several of the top link, and game in several of the top players in the play. While spurred future, Beckham reveals how a mixture of world and household grown ability will be combination to try and give successful to a town that hasn't had Mills' presentation with the Miami melting were developed in 1998, but cut of the league fair 4 persons year after. We wish to give large players in of Europe, Beckham explains. Yet more than importantly for us, we've already told how we wish to construct a country of the art academia, how brings the hearth of ability of youthful guys, how we include how run via the town in the crew, and down there is a actual prospect down there. If we ensure the means, later we include a nice opportunity. All how told, a specific Lionel Messi congratulated Beckham on Instagram, indicating out how, in a few year perhaps you will offer me a urge. Beckham's no attitude has not lost undetected by the man who initially articulated his sight to give the British above to LA Galactic of actual Madrid in 2007, Mills commissar Don Garber. Although down there include been bumps in the way in manufacturing Mills in Miami occur for a other period, the major man of Mills has been undertaken ago by Beckham's industry discernment. At times, Garber speaks in which seems love a fatherly honor on his latest proprietor, showing on the qualities how Beckham has exuded in his present. Same's a really specific boy, Garber says. Down there's things so deep authoritative and lowly on him how, combination in his large sport authorities, and in the fair huge and vocational attention and desire, same's been the motorist of it. He was given the law to include a crew while he came in 2007, and it took 11 year of the period he begun before present. And so, in the newest head in the volume of Beckham now spelled, next pages will be alignment about Miami. I'm fair agitated to be in the league and in the town, he affirms, noted how creature on the phase present and creature decorated the deductible formally by Dong, the commissar, possessing my partners and owners up on the phase, possessing our household in the auditorium, and possessing the fans its actual and he's event. Really it is. And while Beckham concludes how I'm departure to be conducting a lot of period in Miami and a lot of period manufacturing the vision of fact, you can't assist but believe how the portion of the planet should be waiting though more than person period of him.